Hey Israel.
Hey Sienna.
Guess what?
What?
It's time for our Cougar announcement.
This week's Cougar announcements are brought to you by Foursquare. We've all played it, and Foursquare has been entertaining elementary school students since at least 1953. Foursquare, the best game ever.
I'm so bored. There's nothing to do at all.
Hey, why don't we play Foursquare?
Sure, I'd love to do Foursquare.
This is the best game ever!
All right, so you're about to watch a segment of the video in which we're going to talk about movie night. Pay attention closely, because if you can identify the Frozen songs that are mentioned by Miss Ashley, Miss Penny, and Miss Sarah, you have a chance to win a prize. All you have to do is identify those songs and email Mr. Anthony in the email address below, and you could be a winner.
Hi, Arboga families. For the first time in forever, Arboga's having a drive-in family movie night. So let it go and join us tonight at 6 p.m. that's when the gates open, and then we'll start the movie as soon as the sun sets.
You never know what's going to happen on our movie night. You may want to build a snowman, or even climb the Sutter Utes or the North Mountain. But brave the wind, the mist, the fire and ice, we promise movie night is going to be suffice.
Bring everyone, your brothers and your sisters. It'll be better than Coronation Day. You can even probably melt your frozen heart. Show yourself tonight.
Hey Cougars, it's Mr. Anthony again, and it is that time once again for our Cougar House Call. I'm going to go ahead and draw our third name that we're going to visit. In week 1, we visited Josh from 5th grade. In week 2, we visited Cheyenne from 3rd grade. Let's see who we're going to visit next. Our next Cougar House Call is going to be Victoria in 2nd grade. See you there, Victoria. Come over here, we got something for you. Mrs. Ramirez, Mr. Preston, I have got something for you. Mrs. Ramirez, you want to explain to her what it is?
You got picked for the big Cougar card this week because you've been doing so amazing on Zoom and in class. I'm so proud of you.
You look at the back,
Yeah,
a
everybody
bunch of staff
signs.
members signed that for you, so they all wrote you messages.
So Victoria, you're doing this because you've been respectful of yourself and others, you've been accountable, you've been ready to learn, you've been safe on distance learning, and you've been working hard since we've been back in session 2 in school. And so we want to say thank you, and Mr. Ramirez also has a gift for you for a free pizza from Neighbors Pizza. Free pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. We think that you're an awesome Cougar, and we're so proud of the hard work that you've been doing, so we want to come and give this to you.
And then you get this from me, a little crown fuzzy pen. Yeah.
We're so proud of you, Victoria.
Are you excited?
How about a round of applause for her?
Yeah, good job, Victoria. We got a whole audience of you too.
Hi students, Counselor's Corner with Miss Hernandez. So we talked about last week, how am I feeling today? You can always check yourself. Am I feeling really bad, or am I feeling great? And if you're having a hard time with your emotions, we can talk about coping skills. And one that we can do is calming coping skills, which is something that can help you if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. You can do taking deep breaths. You can go for a walk. Just finding something to help you relax and not feel stressed. If you like more information, let me know. I'm here to help, and we'll talk about more coping skills on the next Counselor's Corner with Ms. Hernandez. Bye.
I have worked at Arboga this is my 9th year at Arboga, and I've taught 2nd grade for of 8 of the years and 4th grade for 1 year. I have worked in education basically since I graduated high school. I worked at a middle school right out of high school while I was going to junior college, and then when I was at Chico State, I worked at a preschool the whole time I was there, and then I worked in the district for 10 years. I student taught at Ella for 1 year before I came to Arboga. My favorite book in elementary school, I have a bunch, but the ones that I remember being able to read on my own as I was learning to read, one of them was Piggy Pie, which is one of my favorite books. And then there's another book called Norma Jean Jumping Bean, and it's probably the book that I remember that I could read on my own and I felt like I was a reader. My favorite song, I don't have a particular song. I'm really bad with names of artists and music. I just listen to what I like, and so I mostly listen to country, but I'll listen to any type of music. But country is what I find myself putting on most of the time. I have a almost 2-year-old daughter. She'll be 2 next month, and so I spend most of my time following and chasing her around outside of work. She loves animals and loves being outside, so I spend most of my time outside with her. My parents have a cattle ranch with cows and horses, and so we spend a lot of time there. If I could be any plant, tree, or animal, it would have to be an animal, and it would probably be an ocean animal. I've always been fascinated by the ocean, and so I think an animal that can dive really deep into the ocean and see all different things, coral reefs, all different things in the ocean, I would love to be able to see and explore. My favorite treats would have to be cookies. I love anything sweet, but cookies are my number one. I love chocolate chip and snickerdoodle cookies the most. My favorite quote, again with songs, I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names for quotes too. But there is actually a former teacher. She used to be a teacher, and now she teaches teachers and trains teachers, and her name is Jen Jones, and she has awesome quotes. But one of them is that reading is like bathing. You should do it every day. And so I always try to encourage my students to read every day because I know it's so important. My favorite PBIS words would have to be accountable, because I think it's super important that we all take ownership for our responsibilities and what we do and how we behave and how we act. So it definitely would be accountable for me. This one sort of goes with the ocean animals. It's sort of the opposite. So I would love to be an ocean animal, but I do not like any type of seafood. The only type that I'll eat every once in a while is shrimp, but I'm really picky about how it's cooked. But I do not like seafood at all. But one time when I was in middle school, my best friend convinced me to eat sardines and crackers, and I really liked it, and I ate it for a while, and now I won't eat it ever again. So seafood is a no-go for me. I am going to call out Mrs. Brockhoff. It is your turn. Answer the phone.
Bye.